Good afternoon and welcome to Beginning Charcoal Drawing with Nicole. Before we get started, let me go over some of the tools we're going to be using for today. You need a regular graphite pencil. It could be a number 2 if that's all you have at home. You're going to need a charcoal pencil. And if you look at the pencil, they say, see how it says soft? So they usually have 3 different kinds. You have soft, medium, and hard. I would like you to have all 3. The softer charcoal pencil gives you a darker mark. When the pencil says hard, that gives you a lighter mark, like if you're trying to outline something. And the medium is just the one in between. We're going to use a charcoal shading block and a white shading block. And this is a charcoal square and a white square. I also have a white charcoal pencil and a shading stump. If you don't have a shading stump at home, you can use a Q-tip. Or just ball up a piece of paper and use that to shade with. You also want to have a regular gum eraser that's like on the back of a regular pencil, number 2 pencil. Then you want a kneaded eraser. They call this a kneaded eraser because after you finish erasing something, you can just knead it and it cleans itself back up. I've had this little piece here for about a year. So I recommend investing in a kneaded eraser. You also need a pretty good pencil sharpener. A lot of times these charcoal pencils mess up your pencil sharpeners, but I actually got this one at Dollar Tree. They actually have some good pencil sharpeners at Dollar Tree. Okay, today for our first project, I'm going to show you how to shade an eye. And I just quickly drew the outside shape of the eye with my graphite number 2 pencil because you want to keep your lines kind of light. When I'm sketching, I normally hold my pencil at the top of the pencil, and that gives your wrist more room to move. If you hold it like that, it's going to make your marks too dark on your paper. So anytime you're sketching, you always just want to hold your pencil at the top so your hand can move a little bit. Okay, I went on and drew the eye out because we don't have a lot of time to go over this. Now that I have my line drawn of the eye, I drew that with my graphite pencil. I want to go back and lighten my lines up just a little bit. Clean your lines up. Okay, now we're going to come in with our charcoal pencil. And I always like to start in the center of the eye and work my way out. So we'll go on and outline that with our charcoal pencil. Anytime you're doing a larger area, you want to switch to your charcoal block. So you won't be sitting there all day trying to shade it in with your pencil. You always want to blow your dust off. And I like to use my fingers instead of the shading stump. Sometimes your fingers have a little bit too much oil in them and it messes your drawing up. So you want to make sure that you wash your hands really good before you get started to get rid of any natural oils that you might have in your skin. Just take your time and blend that out. I always like to start with eyes when I'm charcoal drawing. I'm showing my class what to do. Because if you don't get a person's eyes right when you're drawing, you'll usually throw the whole rest of the drawing off. I'm going to come back back with our kneaded eraser to get a sharper edge. Now I just want to lightly outline everything else that we have on our page. And remember to always erase your graphite pencil as light as you can, because graphite, if you have that graphite on there too hard, it's going to be too slick. It's going to make your paper too slick, and the charcoal won't adhere to the graphite. Take our graphite here, and what we're going to do is rub our finger in the graphite over on this page and then bring it over here. See how the eyes like a little lighter gray back here? The quickest way to do that is to take a little bit over from there and bring it on over. We're basically working in layers, so you want to just start building your layers up. Start with the whatever you think that background layer is, and we're going to start building it up. There's different ways to apply the charcoal. Some people use a brush or the shading stump. I like to get right in there with my fingers. When you're drawing, always look back at your picture, back at your drawing. Back at your picture, back at your drawing. If you stay on your drawing too long, you'll start just drawing stuff that's not on the picture that you're trying to do. Notice how this area is not completely white. The only part on here that's really like a really bright white is right in the highlight of the eyes. We're going to switch back to our charcoal block to get that a little darker. have to do part 1 and part 2 of this eye just for time. But I'll go on and get as much done today on part 1 that I can. The key to charcoal drawing is to try to have a soft touch. Don't try to just go straight to black. Like, try to slowly build it up at a time. Okay, we got a pretty good start on there for today. We'll pick it up next week on how to put the highlights and the lashes in. Let's see how I'm just keeping it real light, slowly building up light to dark, light to dark. And we'll pick it up next week. But what I would like you to have ready for next week is to at least get the outside shape of your eye drawn. And try to get at least the pupil shaded in, and as much as I've done today, and we'll pick it up next week. I hope you have a nice evening, and I'll see you next time.